Everyone, and Sairam. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at your places. As you know that in chemistry we have started our chapter 3 atoms and molecules. In part 3 we have done what is atom, symbol of atoms, elements, how do atom exist and molecules. So, before going to start today's lecture, first we will take a recall of our previous video. So, let us start with the atoms. You know who discovered the atom? John Dalton discovered the atom. Okay. And what do you mean by atom? Basically, your atom is the smallest particle of an element. Basically, your atom is a smallest particle of an element that can be part in a chemical reaction. Your atom is very small in size. Okay, the size of an atom is indicated by its radius, which is called atomic radius. If I will tell you that tell me the size of the atom, how you will measure? You will measure the size of the atom with the help of his atomic radius. Which atom is the smallest? Which atom is the smallest atom? Hydrogen atom is the smallest atom of all. Clear? Even you can't see the atom under the most power optical microscope. Is this clear? Now, our second topic was symbol of elements. If I will ask you, what do you mean by symbol? What you will say? Basically, your symbol is a thing with the help of that you can represent anything in the form of sketch or a letter. So, if you want to represent a element in the form of symbol or in a form of letter or sketch, what you will do? You will use symbol of elements. For that, the symbol of an element is a first letter or the first letter and another letter of English name or a Latin name. For example, if I will ask you write hydrogen, how you will write H. If I will ask write helium, how you will write He. Clear? Your first letter always be capital and the second letter will small. Your first letter always be capital and the second letter will be small. Is this clear? Now, if I will ask you, what do you mean by atomic mass of an element? The answer is, if you will compare any mass with the carbon 12 is known as the atomic mass of an element. How do atom exist? Atom exists in a two form. Number one, in the form of molecules. Number two, in the form of ions. How do atom exist? Atom exists in a two form. Number one, in the form of molecules. Number two, in the form of ions. Is this clear? What do you mean by molecules now? A molecule is an electrically neutral group of two or more atoms which are chemically bonded together. Clear? Now, on the basis of, you can say there are two types of molecules. Number one, molecule of elements, and number two, molecules of compound. Molecules of elements are those in which the same atoms. The molecule of compound contains two or more different types of element combined together. If there are different types of atoms which are combined together, then it is known as a molecule of compound. If the atoms are the same element, in that case, that is your molecule of an element. Is this clear? Now, let us start with our today's lecture. The topics which we are going to cover in this video are chemical formula. Number one, formula of elements. Formula of compounds. Number two, molecular mass. In this, we are covering calculation of molecular mass. What do you mean by molecular mass and how you calculate it? Is this clear? And our last topic is ions for this video. So, let us start today's lecture. So, what do you mean by chemical formula? A chemical formula represent the composition of elements, composition of a molecule of the substance in the terms of symbol of the element present in the molecule. This definition says that basically your chemical formula represent your composition. Okay, composition of what? Composition of a compound, and composition of a compound gives the information about, yes, about the element present in that compound. Is this clear? Now, a chemical formula is also known as your molecular formula. A chemical formula is also known as your molecular formula. Clear? Now, the formula can be of an element or of a compound. The formula can be of an element or of a compound. Clear? Now, formula of elements. Formula of elements. The chemical formula of element is a statement of the composition of its molecule in which symbol tells us the element and the subscript tell us how many atoms present in a one molecule. For example, if one molecule of hydrogen element contains two atoms of a hydrogen, then how you will represent? You will represent H2. This to represent that one molecule. This represent one molecule of atom contain two atom of hydrogen. Is this clear? Now, if I will rewrite this as this 2H. What do you mean by this? This means two separate atoms of hydrogen. Clear? This means two separate atoms of hydrogen. Clear? This means one molecule of hydrogen element contains two atoms of hydrogen, and this means this H plus this H. Both are different. Is this clear? Now, this H2 means, yes, one molecule of hydrogen element contains two atoms of hydrogen. This N2 means one molecule of nitrogen elements contain two atoms of nitrogen. Clear? O2 means one molecule of oxygen contain two atoms of oxygen. Is this clear? Now, formula of compound. The chemical formula of compound is a statement of its composition in which chemical symbols tell us which elements are present in one molecule of compound. Basically, if I will say H2O, so with this you know the composition of compound. Is this clear? Water is a compound whose molecules contain two atoms. See, example H2O. With this you can say that one molecule of water contains two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Is this clear? So with the help of formula you can know the composition of a compound. Water, H2O, carbon dioxide, CO2, one molecule of carbon and one atom of two atom of oxygen. Clear? HNO, CNO, sulfur and oxygen, ammonia, NH3, nitrogen and hydrogen, methane, CH4, carbon and hydrogen. These all are the symbol of molecular compounds. Is this clear? Now, our next topic is molecular mass. The molecular mass of a substance is a relative mass of its molecule as compared with the mass of carbon 12 atom taken as 12 unit. Clear? And I told you this thing we have done earlier also. If you will compare any mass with carbon 12 is known as your molecular mass. Now how you will calculate? Just sum the molecular mass is equal to the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in one molecule of substance. Is this clear? For example, H2O. Mass of one hydrogen atom is 1 U. Here how many atoms are there? 2 atoms. So you will multiply this 1 with 2. How many? 2. Is this clear? If I will ask about oxygen, mass of one oxygen is, I told you, learn atomic masses and atomic number. For you it is easier to learn these things. Mass of oxygen is 16. Clear? Here how many oxygen are present? Only one atom of oxygen are there. So 16 plus 2, it is 18U. Just add it. Is this clear? Now here H2SO4. How many hydrogen are there? 2. Molecular mass of hydrogen is 2. So 1 into 2 is 2. Sulfur is 32. How many sulfur are there? 1. So 32. Oxygen are 4. So 16 into 4. It is 64. So 2 plus 32 plus 64 is equal to 98U. Is this clear? You have to just add the atomic masses. First multiply with the number of atoms and just add it. Is this clear? This is very important as concerned to your examination point of view. Now, significance of the formula of a substance. Formula represent the name of the substance, as you know that. Clear? Formula represent one molecule of the substance. Formula also represent 1 mole of molecules of the substance. That is, formula also present that I told you that in 1 mole how many atoms are present? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of a substance. Formula gives the name of all elements present in the molecule. Clear? Formula gives the number of atoms of each element present in the molecule. Formula represent a definite mass of a substance equal to molecular mass expressed in a grams. They are very easy points. Okay, I am reading once more. Formula represent the name of the substance. Formula represent one molecule of the substance. Formula also represent 1 mole of the substance That is, formula also represent 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of the substance. Formula gives the name of all the elements present in the molecule. Formula gives a number of atoms of each element present in the molecule. Formula represents a definite mass of the substance equal to molecular mass expressed in a grams. Is this clear? Now I will explain these points with the help of an example. You will take as an example of H2O. H2O represent what? H2O represent your water. Clear? After that, you know H2O represent then 1 molecule of water. H2O also represent 1 molecule of water that contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of water. Clear? H2O tell us that water contains 2 elements. Which one? Hydrogen and oxygen. H2O tell us that 1 molecule of water contains 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. And if you will add it, the molecular mass you will get is 18 gram. Is this clear? So, in this slide, I have explained you all the significance of molecular mass with the help of an example, and that was your H2O. Is this clear? Now, before going to start our new topic, ions, I would like to explain you some important points before that. Clear? So, an atom contains electron, protons and neutrons. This you will study in next chapter. Okay. Every atom normally contains an equal number of negative electrons. Your electron is negatively charged and your proton is positively charged. So, if we are talking about the number of electrons and number of protons, they are equal in an atom. That means because they are equal, because of that they are neutral. If electron is more, they will become negative. If a proton is more, it will become positive. So, on the basis of this, I have explained now ion. So, when they become ion, when your atom become ion, if an atom has less electron than proton, if your atom is as if number of proton is 10 and number of electron is 9. So here number of electron is less as compared to number of proton. So it gets a positive charge. Why? Because I told you that electron is a negatively charged and your proton is positively charged. Here number of proton is more. That means positive charge is more over here. So this atom gets a positive charge. And if the number of electrons are more, then it will get a negative charge. Why? Because negative charge are more over here. So it is only the electron which can be transferred from one atom to another in the formation of ion. If you want to form an ion, you can't transfer electron, proton and neutron all. You can only transfer the electron. Is this clear? You can't transfer proton, you can't transfer neutron. Only the thing you can transfer is your electron. Is this clear? Now start with ions. What do you mean by ion? Basically your ion is a positively or negatively charged atom or group of atom. Example, your magnesium Mg2 plus, Cl minus. They all are the example. Na plus. Here positive, negative charges are there. So those group of atom who's having even either a positive charge or a negative charge, those group of atom is known as your ions. So there are basically two types of ion. Number one, cation, and number two, anion. Number one, cation. Number two, anion. Is this clear? Now what do you mean by cation and anion? A positively charged ion is known as your cation. A positively charged ion is known as your cation. A cation is formed by a loss of one or more electrons. Clear? If you will lose electron, you will get a plus charge. See, take an example. Two persons are here. He is having more money and he is having less money. He wants to borrow money from this person. So who will give the money will have a plus charge, and the person who will take that person will have a negative charge. Why? Because उसने वो उधार लिए हैं. Okay, वो उसको वापस देने हैं. ठीक है, तो जो भी पर्सन उधार लेगा उस पर नेगेटिव चार्ज चढ़ेगा और जो भी पैसे देगा उस पर पॉजिटिव चार्ज चढ़ेगा. सो in this case a atom is losing one electron. That means they are giving. Okay, if they will give one electron, that means they are having a positive charge. So that is your cation. For example, your sodium atom. Sodium atom lose one electron and they will form Na plus. So your sodium ion is a cation. A cation contains always less electron than a normal atom. Clear? Why? Because they are losing electrons. Nah? If they will lose electron, automatically the number of electron will decrease. Is this clear? Now, the ions, if all the metal elements are cations. Basically, all the metal elements are the cations. Due to more protons and electron, a cation has a positive charge on it. If we are talking about sodium, in Na, your proton is 11, that means positive charge is 11 and electron is 11, minus 11. Now if we are talking about Na plus, that means they already lose one electron. I told you they can't lose proton and neutron. So what they will lose? They will lose electron. Now here the electron is 10. So that, and they are giving, they are losing. That's why they will carry a positive charge on it. Is this clear? Now all the metal atoms can lose electron easily, so the metal elements form cation. Clear? Now if you are, what do you mean by anion? Basically your anion is a negatively charged ion is known as your anion. What they will do? They will gain one electron. If you will take a money from any person, you will automatically carrying a negative sign. So in this case also, if an atom will take one electron from by any other atom, so they will carry a negative charge. Example for this case is your chlorine. Clear? Cl always take one electron, so it will become a Cl minus. Is this clear? Now, an anion contains more electron than a normal atom. An anion contains more electrons than a normal atom. So, the ions of all non-metal elements are anion. If you will basically non-metal atom elements जो होते हैं, they will gain electrons. If they will gain electrons, so they will become a negatively charged ions. If they are negatively charged ion, the negatively charged ion is also known as your anions. Due to more electron and proton, an ion has a negative charge on it. That means in the case of anions, your proton is less than the electrons. Is this clear? All the non-metals atom can easily gain electron. Show the most non-metal elements from the anions. Now, there are two types of ions. Number one, simple ions and compound ions. Simple ions are those which are form of a single atoms like Cl minus, Al3 plus, O2 minus. They all are simple ion because they are monoatomic ions. Clear? But if they are formed in a group or a joined atoms, they are called as compound or a polyatomic, because here two different types of elements are combining, more than two different. Is this clear? And this type compound ions are also known as polyatomic ions. I think with this ions is very clear to you. Basically your ion is a charged atom or charged group of atom. Clear? There are two types of ions, your cation and anion. Cation is your positively charged ion and anion is your negatively charged ion. Thank you and Sai Ram.